Good afternoon and welcome back to Music Scrap, the musical scrapper. Oops, just a moment, grabbing something here. I got a wonderful envelope from Jillian a little while ago. And look what she made me. It's a kitty cat. Look, even has paws. Look at that. You got a nice long tail. Her name is Aria. As in a solo in an opera, Aria, A-R-I-A. So that is her name. Isn't she adorable? So she sits right over there on my desk so she can watch me. And then she also sent me some lovely artwork of hers. Some really nice ATCs. With her, what's it called? The rolled paper, I forget what it's called. Little groundhog. Thanks, Sue. I think it's very cute. Very, very cute. A teacup and saucer. Quilling. Thank you, Janet. It just wouldn't come to my brain. Quilling. She does these amazing quilling. Little fishy, or whale, I guess. So that was from Jillian with a card. So we are swapping for the whatchamacallit, for the scavenger hunt journal. So no, I'm not doing Rachel's 6x6. You know me in challenges. And I couldn't get it started. Oh, I gotta put that note back in Jillian's envelope here. Just a moment. Yeah, Joan, lovely gift from Jillian. She already made me a koala bear a while back. And, a pencil crayon and a couple of things. Alright, oh no, we might have a craft-a-lanch here because I have to dig to the bottom to get just a moment to get my paper. I think I'm going to try the hot press for this simply because it is glass, so I'm gonna try the hot press, see if it will. It's pretty detailed. There's a lot of like defined lines, and it's fairly smooth because it's glass, so there's not a lot of I have to trim this down here. Gonna be 5x5, but right for now I'm just gonna cut to 5 inches by 7. I use that to just test my colors. Oh, just a moment. I need to turn off my... I I need to make sure my display doesn't keep going off on me. There we go. Turn off auto lock. And there we go. Now it won't keep disappearing on me. So this is Fabriano. Excuse me. Fabriano Studio. So it's 25% cotton. I've got my 100% cotton large sheets out in the, I've had it for a while, just waiting to get brave enough to use it. Okay, where is my artist tape? I'm not sure. Well, I see my black one. I don't really. Don't know where my white artist tape went. I can see the floor, but I didn't find my. It might have got put somewhere because I had someone helping me clean, and she may have put it over with my other tapes instead of in my. So I am going to use this. Uh-oh. I don't know if that's... Can't see through the black. Yeah. I guess I'm not going to bother taping it down because that's going to mess up the paper. It's, I'm too lazy to de-stick it a little bit. It shouldn't, it shouldn't work too much on me. All right, I'm going to get a piece of graphite paper. All right, so let's... Actually, I know what I can do. I can tape the sides because it's going to get cut down more. The sides are going to get taped down more. So I'm going to tape down the sides here. It won't matter if they peel up. Connie. And let's trim this down. Gotta get my Scotch tape here. Please pardon my open door of my hutch there for a moment. Alright. You have to be careful not to lean on the graphite paper or it will leave smudges behind on your... So I gotta sharpen my red pencil here. I like to trace with the red pencil so I'm sure red pencil or red pen. Let's see if it's... this pencil's not hard enough, it seems. Well, now it will be. Okay. Sorry if you're just seeing the top of my head there, but and once I trace, the next thing I'm going to have to do is put on my masking fluid on my brightest reflection areas. I haven't watercolored since mid-February, so hopefully I remember a few things. See what I got here. All right, what's his foot like up on top here? There we go. Okay, well, let's get that put away. I'm sorry for the crinkling. All right. I'm gonna spritz my watercolors. So I'm going to need my all right. The background is kind of like a ultramarine, but it's a grayed down ultramarine. And I need that blue. I need my violet. I need my light green and my sap green by the look of it. And I need my, oops, my white went astray. Yeah, that poor white's really got many colors messed up in it. And what's that in my yellow? Alright, I need my orange, my warm yellow and my orange. I think they're gonna have to get mixed to make that orange, I believe. All right, so I've got those going. Get my silicone brush to put down my, I need my small one, I think. I use these small silicone clay shapers for my, all right, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit further here. Oh, wrong way. Okay. All right. So as you can see, I added a little bit of alizarin crimson to my masking fluid so that it is easier for me to see going on. Oh, one moment. It's messed up here, just a second. Hi, Jillian. I showed your cat you sent me. Hi, Sophia. Okay. Nice to see you, even if it's just for a minute or two. I'm amazed you get in as often as you do with your wee ones. Oh. Oh, I usually put it into another little cover I have, and I don't know where it went. It seems to have disappeared. So these are the parts that I want to stay, and they may not stay totally white, but for now I want to keep them white because they are the lightest lights, and I just want to make sure that I don't accidentally paint over them. A little too much down there, so I'm just trying to. Okay, and then over here, down on the bottom here. Oops. I should have used a toothpick for some of these, because some of these lines are pretty small. Ooh, way too much, Jean. Okay, now on this knee here, or I don't know, it's not really called a knee, I wouldn't think, but anyway, that's what I will call it. Okay. Now, the question is, where did my box of baby wipes disappear to? They were right here last night. Where did they go? Oh, come on, really? Hope my cleaner didn't efficiently move them like into the bathroom on me. I didn't notice them there. I know, no. I had them since she was here. I know I did. Well, where did they go? Well, we don't need baby wipes. I guess I've got paper towels and a spray bottle of water, so that'll have to do, I guess. I don't know where they went. Okay. my paints. All right, Sophia, thank you. Enjoy your supper. All right, so for mixing my watercolors, I'll use this size. I'll use my size number 5 for mixing. You don't want to use too small a brush for mixing. And a little water in each well here. And make sure my Alright, so for the background, I am going to be using my ultramarine blue. Oh, that's not my ultramarine. Yeah, see, it's been so long I don't even know where my paints are anymore. Yeesh, Marie. That's my other one that I need. That's no worries. I need that blue too, so it's just not the right one. All right. This one is my ultramarine blue. Oh, that needs more water. Ultramarine. I'm hungry. I've got hamburger out to make my yummy, what's called German soup. So good and so easy. Pound of hamburger, fry it up, steak spice. Oh yeah, and I need to grate it down just a little bit with some burnt umber or burnt umber or burnt sienna. I'm gonna use burnt umber. Oh, burnt sienna, I guess. Just so it darkens up a little bit for the background, make it a little more neutral. All right. Blue, I need my green, which is going to be my light green permanent. Also need some of my sap green. I need some of my warm yellow, and I can't remember which yellow it is. These are all my M-Grams paints, by the way, and a little bit of my orange permanent. Which is fairly fluorescent, which is why I use a little bit of the warm yellow with it. Just to calm it down a little bit. And then I need red as well, so let me get my, just a moment, I need a piece of paper towel here to, whoops. I put a little bit of my burnt sienna in there and I get rid of it to use. So the red is a red permanent, it's not a, the eyes. There we go. Alright, so there's my color palette. And I'm going to zip this just a little bit with my heat gun to make sure the, oh, one moment. I think it got unplugged in order to plug something else in. So, I need to plug it in. Unplug my phone charger. And put my pills out of the way for a moment there. Really? Stuff it. Everything's fighting me today. Okay, so unplug my phone charger. Plug in my heat gun. Oh. Sorry guys, I'm not very up on the whole keeping up with the chat thing. I hope I didn't miss anything exciting. One moment. Fighting with my heat gun. Plug. Can't even find the plug. There we go. Finally. Jeez Louise. Hey, Pam. Pam, I was trying to set up OBS there, but I don't know. I found my information that I needed to put in, but I don't know if it was actually working or not. Didn't get a chance to test it yet. All right. Okay. So I'm going to get, it's not a huge background, so I'm just going to use, I think I'll use my angle brush. Just that way it'll be easy to go around. And the first thing I need to do though is I need to clean off my eraser. We've got some smudge marks here from the graphite paper, so I'm just gonna make sure those are gone. So if this doesn't turn out, I'll have to figure out something else to send to Jillian. Ah, okay, that's what I'll do too then, Pam, and see what happens. If I need to, I don't know. Oh, I don't know if this is going to work. This might be too tricky. This brush might be a little too small. I don't know. It's not a very big background, though, so... I'm not one for using, you know, they usually say use as large a brush as you're able to. Yeah, well, I'm not one who really Maybe it's just because of my eyesight, but I like to use the smaller brushes as I need to. Not one of these ones that can use a big 2-inch hake brush and do my entire painting with that. Of course, that's a skill on its own. Steve Cronin. Very seldom does he move to his rigger, or I think he has a rigger and a number 4 round or something. But most of it he does with his like 2-inch hake brush. I'm like, yeah, don't know. Not me. I'm trying to wet my background here. Uh-oh. Oh no! Oh, I just went over his whole foot. For goodness sakes, Gene. Okay. Hope I dried it enough. I don't know, I may have to do this wet on dry because it dries so quick. That's what I don't like about hot press. I can never keep it wet. I cannot keep it wet. Okay, so what I'm going to do is not worry about getting right up to the edge. I'm just going to generally go around the shape and then I'll have to blend it in. It's the only way I can keep it wet. All right, now this is my mixture of ultramarine and burnt sienna to make my nice grayed down background color. So I'm putting the color down, and now I'm trying to feather it out. Yeah, I'm going to have a hard line there. Oh, shoot. Oh, why did I go all the way over there? Oh. See, I'm totally unorganized. I haven't done this for way too long. Now I've even gone over his poor eye. Now I'm going to have to try and lift that because I went over his eye. Poor froggy. Painted right over his eye. Let's see how well it'll lift in a moment here. Go back and try and lift it. Oh, I hope I have enough of this paint mixed, because sorry. I hope you guys could see what I was doing. I didn't even look at the angle. Sorry, I'm just not even paying attention. That sucks. Yuck. Don't like it at all. Oh well. This doesn't really matter too much because there's going to be a little bit of a dark shadow around him in the end. So that's not the part that's too bad. That's just this. I don't know if I'm comfortable with my strokes or not, but we'll see. Let's try it, see what happens. I've got a kind of funny splotch there. There we go. Even that out a little bit. I have to mix a little wee bit more of that, but a little bit more faded to do parts of his legs, because of course his legs are clear glass. His legs are clear glass, so that background shows through. Thanks, Jillian. Brush strokes are just a little bit weird up here because I should have been going this way instead of that way, but anyway, whatever. Part around him doesn't matter because it's got to get shadowed anyway. So, okay. All right, so I need to mix a little more of that ultramarine, but even more grayed out. So ultramarine, and I'm not going to need too much. And burnt sienna. I'll put it up there because I don't need too much. And I still put in too much. So I need to go back, get some more ultramarine. There we go. That should be okay, I think. Let's test it. Alright, but it needs more water, a little more water. Okay. Alright, so I'm switching to my number 2, Zen. This is a Zen. Is it a squirrel or a squirrel mix, this one? This one is a synthetic. Just good for detail because it doesn't hold as much water. Oh, what has happened? There we go. All right. I think this is a little too small, this brush. We'll see. Better to go too light than too dark. So I'm starting with a very light coat. Go back and add another layer later once that one dries. Hey Tar! Welcome, welcome. If I missed saying hi to anyone else, I apologize. I'm trying to get back to streaming. And right at that spot, the orange shows through. So I've got to leave that for the orange. Oops. Some more water in that. It's just that this hot press paper does not react the same way. I am not friends with hot press paper. It does not like me. Oh. Hold on. I gotta lift a little bit here. Oh, which reminds me, I have to go back and lift the eyeball out. Because I painted blue over his eyeball. And it's going to be red, so if I leave the blue there, it'll turn purple. So I'm going to go do that right now. I need to get my little scrubber brush here. I have a little hog hair brush here that I use to scrub out some when I make errors like that. Right here. Take back a little bit of that line there too. The little bit of a dark. Because there's not going to be shading around them up here. Only underneath. So I'm just going to go in and take some of that blue hard line out of there. And same here. I'm going to pick that up. Okay. All right, and back to my legs here. Hi, Lena. Nice to see you. Oh no, Jillian. That's not good. Alright, let's see, and there's a little bit of the blue leg down here. Alright, I need to dry that. Hi, Susan! Oh, I'm going to check that because my cousin's father, well, also my cousin, he is having his first knee replacement surgery today, and okay, sorry, it was my friend who had surgery about a month ago. Texting to see how I'm doing. I was supposed to be company for her, but wasn't able to go very often and be company because I was in recovery too. Anyway, just trying to do the little shading here. Okay. Hey, Jeannie. Working on any of you who came in late, I'm working on this, oh, maybe I should put them the right way up. On this glass frog. All right. You can hear the plows out there trying to clear roads and parking lots and whatever after this most recent storm. Sun's actually trying to come out. Alright, gonna turn this guy around. Get a little bit of, don't want too wet a brush, just want a damp brush to get, I don't want a line there where that's shading. I want it to smooth and gradually move in there. I need a little bit of a this blue right here because there's some nice blue shining through right here. And it's coming up a little too gray, so just gonna go that way with the blue. This paper, I actually like the cold press. The studio cold press holds up to water a lot better than this hot press does. And I need a little bit of white right in here. All right. Alright, I think next I'm going to do the orange to get the feet done. And I'll work my way up the body. The more this dries, the less I'm liking it. Okay. It's alright. I'll be fixing it in the end. I just have to remind myself that. Okay. So now I'm going to the orange of his feet. So yeah, a little too much paint, Jean, again. Not enough water. So I'm just doing a light wash. Going to pick up a little bit of the color because I put a little bit too much down there at the beginning. There we go. That's a little better. You always want to go lighter first. Do your lightest shades and then gradually add to darker. So Eileen, did you watch NCIS last night? Because I watched the recording this morning and I see that they have introduced who they are likely replacing Abby with in this week's episode. Oh, you have to watch it? Oh, okay. Well, Lena, I am the same on Twitter as I am here. Just the one word. I'm not going to say it out loud because... So I will be streaming tomorrow, my normal time, 1-ish Eastern. And I think I'm going to jelly plate some backgrounds for my scrapbooking. Okay. There is also... Okay. Let's dry that. Excuse me. Pardon me. Alright, so now I need to get a little more detail in on these feet. So, I messed up because I didn't leave any white there. So, I'm going to have to see if I can pull it out. Where did my... Get my paper towel ready here. I didn't leave any white. As long as it's lighter orange, so I'm just going to pull up a little bit here. Oh, I need to get a stiffer one. This one seems to be falling apart on me. I think it's a bit overused. Okay, so now let's get into some details here. I need to add... Alright, I need to do one more layer of the yellow here before I add any red to it. So I need to do some darker orange, I mean. Allie. I'm just following shapes here. Anywhere that's this shade or darker, this tone or darker, gets this color. So some of this that I'm painting now will eventually have some red added to the orange, but for now we can do it just in the orange. And I've kind of got them wrong shaped, but anyway, that's okay. I will make it my own by changing the shape of his feet. And making sure I'm not painting the lightest highlights this time. They're not quite white, so as long as I keep them the orange, light orange, we're good. Totally the wrong shape, Jean. That's all right. Oh yeah, I cannot use the Apple earbuds, Allie. No, I have very small ear cavities. And even when you buy the earbuds that have the 3 different size gel things, even the smallest of those are... I can only wear them for a certain length of time, and then they get way too uncomfortable. Yes, there is a left and a right, but it doesn't bother me. Hi, Zeely. All right, so that's the second layer. Now I've got one more. Oops, sorry, guys. One more layer to do. Need to add a little bit red into the orange to do the darkest areas, and then his feet or flippers, whatever they are done. Whatever it is that frogs have. So I'm going to add a little bit of red into that orange. Need to spritz my red again. So I'm adding the same red into it that's going to be the eyes, which is my red permanent or something. I can't remember. It's been so long I have to go back and figure out all my color names. I think I need still a little bit more red. Okay, that looks good. So there is a red line right along the side of the darkest area there. Alright, just a few little darker details there. Alrighty, now alright. Oh, I forgot that I need purple. So I need another mixing palette here. I need purple. So I'm going to start with a very light wash. Maybe not quite that light. I'm not worried that I get every spot exactly the same shape as in the photo. I'm just going for, I like realism, but Like, it doesn't have to be, you know, I'm not going to measure each spot. I traced some of them, but not all of them, so. Oh, I've got a stupid fruit fly. Get out of here. And then I need to take a little bit of this blue that I want to use and add a little bit of that purple to, because there's a couple that are that transition color. Oh, well, not that much color though. I think I need to add a little bit of water there. Yeah, I should have just done this on cold press. I would have been happier. Sorry, Jillian, it's for you, and I'm messing it all up. I may have to send you something else. So if I'm not happy with it, I will not be sending it. Oh, I missed a spot that has orange. I'm going to go in and do it now before I... forget. Oh, I know, Jillian. You know me. It's the perfectionist in me coming out. Alright, I think I'm going to do these ones up the side here first to make sure that I get... Ooh. I went into the wrong blue. So I got way too much here. I went into my pure one instead of my watered down one. All right, here we go. So I'm going to do these ones up the side first. Oh, this is not the right shape at all. What have I done? Totally messed up my tracing. See, I can't even do it when I trace. How sad is that? All right, so that's where it starts to turn into the green. So let's do this. I'm just trying to get the shapes sketched in here very lightly. So if you're watching me recording on YouTube, this is being recorded live on ustream.tv. So there are people, oh, and I'm sorry, I think I'm off camera again. Sorry about that, guys. And now I need to mix a little bit of my green in with that blue. For this one, now around the eye, let's do around the eye, goes like this. Can fix the detail with the dark because it's a dark blue, almost black, that goes between these sections, so I can do that with actually, that's what I should do. I should almost just paint the head. That's what I should have done. I should have painted the whole thing with the color And then created, no, because the shapes are kind of faded. That I don't think that'll work. It might have though. Let's see. Think once I do this preliminary color, I think I am going to do my black, and then it'll be easier to get my shapes, I think, especially on this green part, because it's kind of odd. Okay. All right, so I still need to go back and I need to add a little bit more dark into some of his leg areas here. So I'm going to do that next. Nope. Blend, blend, blend. Blend, blend, blend. And I'm going to turn it around so I can blend that up. And I need to add a little bit of more blue into that so it'll blend together with that dark. While it's wet. There we go. Oh, you guys, they're sharing links to some kind of cool lamp now. All right, so now I need to mix my dark, and I'm going to mix it right into this part where I have my, I'm going to use my larger brush here to mix. So to make it darker, you just add more. I'm going to add more ultramarine first, And just to make it darker, you just add more of the burnt sienna. I'm going to make sure I have enough ultramarine here because I have a fair amount to paint. Well, it's not a huge space, but anyway, I want to make sure I have enough. And if I keep adding this burnt sienna, it'll give me a black. Goes to a navy blue and then to a black. So let's see if I have it dark enough yet. Almost. See, it's like a, right now it's like a Payne's gray. A little more burnt sienna will give me black. And it's a nice vibrant black because you're making it, oh, it's a little bit too brown now. It's a little bit too brown. That's not showing up there, but it is. So I'm just going to add a smidge of ultramarine black in, and then we're good. Okay. So I'm going to go back to my smaller brush. So now that's only the first layer of my colors. Obviously I need to add more layers in those shapes. But I want to do my dark first so that I know how much color to add in my shapes. So I do my light wash of my lights. Then I go back, do my darks, so that I can get my light and midtones the right tonal quality. Hi, Orla. This is silly. I should have just done a landscape for her. It's supposed to be for Jillian, Orla, but I don't know. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, no, that's right. So Orla, this is the, oops, this is what it's supposed to look like, but yeah, I'm still just have the first initial layer on his back and stuff, so. I think I need to hold this one to get the head here. Alright, I think I need to do the red before I can do the blacks of his eyes, because I don't want the red to run. So I'm going to dry that. Hey! Hi, Twinster! Hello, Jen! This is my little frog I'm trying to do. Yeah, well, you know, I'm out of practice. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Oh, it's just a cutting board from Dollarama. It's just a cutting board. It won't work for coloring because it's textured, but it works for watercoloring. Totally missed a spot of color there. Okay. All right, what should I do next? Okay, I guess I need to do my next layer. And I think what I need to do is go in and wet the spot, drop in the color into the center, because I need to turn this around here, so let's get my purple going here again. And need to add a little more purple color to that purple so it's not quite as watery this time. So I'm going to wet the spot, put some color in the center, and let it spread. Because it's lighter around the edges, so I think I need to lower this a little bit though for this to work, because I don't want it to all run down to the bottom. Yeah, up a little wee bit, maybe one slot. There we go. All right, so let's do the next one. Wet it. Drop the color in the center. Oh, thanks, Orla. I did. I've got my... Oh, I already added... I showed them at the beginning of my stream today. Got these teeny tiny, look, detail brushes. And I'm using my clamp for my iPad, so... that I can see my reference picture. Oops. Alright, so wetting the area, dropping in the color in the center. Yes, I am recording it. Not that anyone's going to want to go back and watch this one. I got to get back in the swing of things. It's like not practicing your piano for a month and a half and then expecting to be able to go back and play your songs at the same level. Nah, it doesn't work that way. It does not work. I'm going to do those two. Oh. Hey, Kimberly. Thanks. All right. That's the transition blue to purple, or purple to blue, I should say. All right, now the next ones are blue. Oh, no, got a few more purple down here. Hey, Sophia. Oh, I'm hungry. I'm starving. Yeah, I ate a long time ago. All right, so I need to add a little more blue into my blue color here. All right, because it gets quite intense as we go up here. The blue color does. Ooh, wow, not quite that intense, Jean. All right, let's go right up the side here. I'll get that one. Add some water there. Add some water here. And hi, Debbie. And I'm going to have to do another layer of color because this color is not quite, especially the blue, not quite deep enough yet. The purple's not bad because purple's kind of a light purple anyway, so. Excuse me. This is my glass frog I'm trying to do, Debbie. And I forgot to put the white glow in his back, so that's going to be interesting to try and get going right. I'm doing it on hot press, which I really dislike, but I wanted to try it, see if it made it easier to get like a shiny look, but for me, it's not really. That really needs some more blue in it, so I'm just going to go right in. It's supposed to be more of a teal, so just going to go right in with the blue and let it mix. right, now to my green. And I need to add a little bit of the darker green into it there. That's a little better. All right. All right, now I need to go in with the dark while that's still. All right, now I think to make this look right, I really gotta do his eye here. So I need to dry that green. Need a lot more blue in there. Oh, I gotta add more green in here too. I just didn't get close enough to his eye. Couldn't tell which was the line. There. And I'm gonna have to dry that again. Alright. Because if I don't dry that green and get the red, they will mix and make a brown. And I don't want any brown. I'm gonna have to go back in with a little more green, brighten him up too, but that's okay. Do the eyes first. Excuse me. All right, hold on. My red dried on me. Let's get some more red going here. One moment. Kind of got a blob instead of some nice. There we go. A little better, I think. Ah, Sophia. Oh, that's all right. Still have to add a little more color into this leg here. He still doesn't have quite enough blue in him, but it's easier to add than to take away. I need to add some more dark before I go back in and fix those. So I need to go and do another layer of black here, but I'm going to do black in his eye. Thanks, Susan. Hello, welcome back for a minute. Oh, I'm starving. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this, guys, because I am so hungry. I've got to go make some food. I may have to just do I have to eat a salad while I'm making my soup because I'm so hungry. I cannot wait. Oh, now my tummy's growling. Hope you guys didn't hear that because it would have scared you. Okay, I think, oh, right, I think I need to go and finish that. Just a moment, I'm going to have to dry this because I was going to do black and then I went in and did that purple. Let's switch these out again. Remember, your watercolors always dry lighter than when you put them on wet, so even though it looked dark enough when it was wet, when it dried for me, it wasn't. So I need to go in Whoops. And a little too fat on that line. Oh well. Don't forget, I still have to take off my masking fluid there for the white, and that's the last thing I'll do once everything's painted. Oh, thanks, Orla. Thanks, Eileen. Bye, Jeannie. Sorry, hope I didn't miss you. So I just need to brighten up his colors a little bit more now. The blue especially. So I'm going to go in with some more like kind of solid blue color here. So while that finishes drying that part, so I can take the, I need to add a little bit more color. So I need to mix just a little bit of the oh, way too much burnt sienna in that. And some of that gray blue for that leg. For this leg, because it needs more color. Alright, so now I need to add, while that's drying, I'm going to do the shading. And that will help get rid of these ugly marks here, because... So I'm just going to put a line of the dark. And then I'm going to go and get some clean water, but dry. So just a damp brush. And fade it out. Once again, go in with the color. Damp brush. And that's a little too much. Okay, Jean, messed it up. Because if you make it too wide, then he's going to look like he's way off the page. Right? So, there we go. Bye, Marion. Thanks for coming. Bye, Lena. See you. Yes, Sandra's at 7 Eastern. I didn't think I was going to be on the 3 hours, but I am almost. excuse me, sorry about the sniffling. Alright, so I'm going to make sure that's dry, and then I'm going to take off the... It's a little skinnier than he should be. And that blue's not bright enough. But anyway... Oops. I think I've got it all off. Yeah, it's all right. Let's take off this tape here. Hi, Misha. I'm just finishing up. I'm just finishing. Time for me to eat. My tummy is fighting me. There we go. I'll trim that down so that that white's not there. And my glass froggy. This was my reference. Thanks, Josie. He blends in a little bit too much, but anyway. Oh dear. So, thank you everyone for coming. If you watched the recording, thank you so much. And my little glass froggy. Let me sign him. Maybe. Thanks, guys. So, thanks everyone. Good to be back. I'll see you tomorrow, 1-ish Eastern. 1 or a little after.